Hey, this is Nathan Dawson with DawsonsPath.com. Welcome to Exercise 102. Today we're going to jump in to kind of the second series of exercise. I'm not going to show myself doing a whole bunch of workout videos and things like that in this video, so if that's what you're looking for, maybe go somewhere else. But we are going to talk about how to get into activity and movement and how that is going to help you with the nutrition piece coming first, right? And then getting moving and making that a habit every day and part of your weekly, monthly routines that you're consistently doing over and over again. That's really the key. Whether we're talking about any kind of exercise or weight training or resistance training or anything like that, it's really just about getting moving and getting your mind around this is a daily thing for me, and moving and doing activity more than you, or at least more than you're doing it now, more than you're sitting down, and take some of that time away from sitting down in front of a screen and sitting down watching TV, or TV is also in front of a screen, you know what I'm saying, and moving it into activity, moving it into going to the gym, going outside for a walk. We'll start there and then we'll get into the more advanced things. Once you can get that going, and once you can like change your habits from sitting down and doing nothing or playing games or whatever to more activity, then we can start talking about workout routines and going to the gym and those kinds of things. Because I think a lot of people struggle with maintaining activity, and they get to the gym for 1, 2, 3 weeks, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, but sooner or later something falls off. And I think that problem is here. And I think it's really just about inspiration and motivation to do something that you might not love all the time. Going to the gym is tough sometimes. Going and doing exercise isn't always easy. Sometimes the body wants to stay at rest. So we got to get the mind right. You guys know how I feel about getting the mind right. Get the mind right first, and then worry about the habits. And then we'll start talking later on about the different kinds of exercises and routines you can do. Let's get started. In this video, there's not going to be a whole lot of details and how to. That's not the point of what I'm doing here. That's something that I want you to research on your own. That's something I spend a lot of time doing, figuring out what my workout routine is going to be for that month or those 3 months. I change it up a lot, so I think that's a tip. Diversify what you're doing. There's a lot of ways that you can do this. I could spend hours and hours and hours of video time just on the different ways that you can work out, whether it be anaerobic, aerobic, hit cardio, or tabata stuff. There's just it's endless. So the key is do your research and figure out what you want to do. Again, I'm going to provide a lot of different links, things that I think are good places to get started, but a part of this journey is doing some homework and learning. I think, again, I've said it a lot, that's a big part of what you need to do is learn. You need to be hungry for this stuff, and that's a key part of the inspiration behind whatever journey you're going to be on with respect to wellness, whether it be focused heavy on nutrition or exercise or whatever it is that you've got in mind. You have to be inspired to do it, committed, and invested in that long-term commitment, day after day after day. Give yourself a break, take some time off. By all means, don't kill yourself, don't stress yourself out, going nuts about it, because this is supposed to make you feel better, but it's supposed to make you feel better forever. It's not a fad, it's not a diet, it's not just a couple weeks or whatever. This is your life we're talking about. Invest in it, learn, and explore what works for you. 3 things. 1, you're committing to a constant activity level and you're increasing the time that you're moving versus the time that you're stagnant. 2, you're forming habits that have you active more often than you are now throughout the day, and scheduling that and putting together a plan that enables you to be more active every day on a consistent basis. Once you have a schedule and a plan together, and you're starting to habitually be active on a daily basis, and you're doing this for weeks at a time, and you're getting comfortable with it, and you are feeling a little bit better, and you're doing it, right? Whatever it is, then you start to put together the plan. That's step 3. The plan for what you're going to do, what exercise you're going to do, what goals you're going to go after. But I don't think that you should do 3 until you've gotten 1 and 2 down and you feel good and you've started to make it a habit. You've done a few weeks of light activity, whatever it is you want to do. It's not important, just that you've done it and started to get out there And now that you know after that step, after you know that you can do this for a few weeks, a month, whatever, and then you can really, okay, I've got this, and I'm going to put together my plan for what I'm going to do for the next 3 to 6 months, or some goal, whatever it is that you're going to achieve, right? Whether it's going to the gym and getting bigger or losing weight, you can do whatever you want. I'm just advising you that if you do these first 2 steps first, get it together, get the habits formed, the goals and the vision that you have and the serious thing that you want to commit to getting done will happen, and it will be more effective that way. Do what you want to do. Start out day one, just commit it. If you think you're that disciplined and committed, go for it. I mean, I've done that before and it's been successful, but I'm just saying a lot of people struggle with that and they stop and they fall off. The habit, the formation of the habit for activity is key. So the vision. So you're good, you're rolling, you got a vision. What do you want? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to just trim out a little bit and you know, you've only got about 10, 20 pounds to lose? Do you have 100 pounds to lose? Do you have 50 pounds to lose? Those are big commitments. You're talking about multi-month, year, 2-year, 3-year commitments for that kind of weight. That's life-changing stuff. That's a serious journey in and of itself that I would love to hear about and work with you on, and definitely something that I will commit time to in future videos and future posts. That's a whole journey thing that's not going to be covered in Exercise 102, but that's a big thing to take on and take serious commitment, and should be life-changing and very moving for you. Big deal stuff. Or you're just going to the gym, right? Maybe I just want to get a little bit bigger. I want to, you know, build up my muscles. I want to get some more muscle, lean muscle mass, you know, become a bodybuilder, whatever it is that your vision is. Maybe you just want to be a better swimmer. Maybe you want to just get out more, and you know, I don't know what your goals are, but put them together at that point. You've got the habit, put those goals together, and now you start exercising towards those on a plan. Example, for a bodybuilder or someone who's just trying to get into the gym and build up some lean muscle mass and maybe lose weight. You've got a 7-day cycle, and you go to the gym and you do a body part on day one. You pick a body part. You're about an hour to an hour and a half in the gym. Do a little bit of warm up. Warm up is key. And then do your exercises that you pick out that you've got for that body part for that day. And then when you're done, cool down. The exercises that you do during that day, you know, your plan, your goals are going to have that. Whatever it is that you're seeking to do, that's what you want to follow. I can put some example plans attached to this, and there's some on my blog. Different things you can do, or you can pay money for someone's plan. There's 1,000 people out there that want to sell you for whatever price level, you know, their workout schedules, and they're all good as long as you do them. The commitment is what's important. So again, that first day you do the gym, and then the second day, you know, maybe you do some cardio and you take a little bit of a rest from the resistance training. And the third day you're back in the gym on the resistance training, and you're doing that same thing again. Go to the gym anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half, warm up, do your thing, cool down, get your protein shake afterwards, get some food into your body, whatever it is that you want to do there. And then day 4, you're gonna rest, do some cardio that day, maybe no resistance training. Then day 5, you're back in the gym. And then day 6, you're back on some cardio, lightweight stuff, no resistance training. You give your body that chance to grow, and then rest completely on that 7th day. Do whatever you want to do. Go to the park. Don't do anything at all, but do stay active. Do something, but you don't have to go nuts. And then back on for the next week, and just cycle it like that. That's just an example. There's 1,000 ways you can do it. There's all kinds of advanced techniques on how to but just get started and do that. That's exercise 101, really. HIIT. You know, your high impact interval training is 3, 4, 5 minutes dedicated to doing a series of exercises. A lot of times they're called, people call them tabatas, call them whatever you want, but your interval training, and you're pumping out a lot of energy in those 3 to 5, 6, 7 minutes, whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe you've got 20, 30 seconds on of sprinting if you're running, and then another minute or 2 of just regular jogging, and then you sprint, and then you jog, and you sprint, and you jog. That kind of stuff really spikes the hormones. It gets your body really pumped up, and you're burning calories for a long period of time. That's just one way you can do cardio. You can do 40 minutes on a bike. You can, you know, walk, jog for an hour. Again, so many ways you can do it. The point is, find out what you enjoy, what you want to do, and get that done. Anaerobic exercise. So if cardio is aerobic, anaerobic is the resistance training, weight training, strength training, in the gym or at home using your body weight. I've got an article on the body weight A lot of people make a living on the body weight stuff. I like it. It's not all I do all the time. I do some weights too, but you could just do body weight if you want. Give it a shot if that's something that you think is for you. Again, that you've heard me say it 1,000 times. It doesn't really matter what you do. Just do something and get it done, and make sure that thing that you're doing is right for your goals. Whatever your goal is, you're going to have to alter what it is that you want to do. But resistance training, the strength training in the gym, doing the exercises with weight consistently, following your program, giving yourself the rest, and getting sleep. I know I mentioned sleep in the intro. Sleep is super important if you're going to be doing strength training especially. And then the good news is all this stuff you're doing, that, you know, anything, the cardio, any of the activity and the movement you're doing, you're probably going to sleep better. You should be sleeping better, especially once you get going. Your body's going to be more tired. Hopefully you're seeing if you're in a place where you're not that active now, and that's you're going to see a difference in your sleep with this once it picks up and you get going, maybe after even a few days, maybe even that first night, you know, who knows. In closing, I think it's important that you do the things that I've talked about, and then you're following the program that you sought out and making sure that's aligned to your goals. The time commitment for the journey is super important. The long-term commitment, understanding that this is something that a big goal that you've got, something that you've set forward to do, that's going to be something that requires your dedication and focus, but you should enjoy it. You have to love doing that. Some days you're not going to want to go to the gym. I love doing it, and I don't want to go to the gym sometimes. It's going to happen. So you need to be motivated, and you need to be inspired to be able to go on this journey, and know that sometimes it's going to be tough, and then other days you're going to feel amazing. Today's a great example for me. I hurt my back earlier this week doing deadlifts. I recovered it within a couple of days. Went to the gym today. I'm on top of the world. Just felt great, as good as I've felt in weeks. After going to the gym, I didn't do a whole lot, just a little bit of lightweight stuff. I did triceps today, but I felt amazing, and I had my protein shake afterwards, and it was just like one of the best days in the gym I've had for a while. So you're gonna have those great days too, and you just have to love what you're doing, whatever it is. You know, for me, it's the gym. So that's important for that long-term commitment, is, you know, being prepared for the journey and knowing that you're not always going to be excited, but force yourself to go there the days that you're not. That's another tip. Make it happen, because you're not always going to want to go, but you will, after you go that day you don't want to, you will feel good, and you'll be like, oh, thank God I did that. Like, I'm so glad I forced myself to go to the gym. It happens to me all the time. Just that's something you want to keep in mind. Hey, thanks for joining today. Thanks for checking it out. And this ends the series, Exercise 102. I said I was going to do 3 or 4 videos for this series. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.